Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. We are so excited to have you guys. You would not believe who we have on today for the Funnel Hacking Live announcement. This person has like single-handedly changed both of how we run our businesses and how we do all of this. So let's do the intro really quick and then let's introduce her.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. I'm Susan Leonardson. This is
Ben Moot.
Yes. Okay. And we, like Ben said, we have an amazing special guest. She is going to be speaking on the stage at Funnel Hacking Live. And I'm so excited that she's here with us today. Real quick though, before we introduce her, of course, like put your guesses in the comments, but I'm pretty sure we spill the beans in every single one of our descriptions. So let us know who it is. But make sure you're signed up to the notifications. We were telling you guys yesterday, we are jamming the next 2 weeks with the remaining speakers that we're having coming on to Funnel Hacker TV. And you don't want to miss it because they are dropping crazy bonuses and those bonuses are going to start disappearing. So you have to go make sure you're getting notified so you can show up and know what those bonuses are. And make sure you have bought your Funnel Hacking Live ticket at funnelhackinglive.com. So, okay, without further ado, our guest today is her second time getting on the stage. And this is like a special one for me because I have pretty much been with her to almost the beginning of her ClickFunnels journey. I think I remember getting introduced to her in the hallway, her very first FHL. I don't know if she remembers this. But then I've pretty much been in every single offer that she's put out there. So she is the charisma hacking queen. There's a huge hint. And she is just incredibly fun, is changing the game on how people are showing up and attracting people to them. So please welcome McCall Jones.
Hello, all my friends. I'm so happy to be here.
Awesome to have you here.
Every time we call through, like our energy has to like bump up a little bit higher every single time.
It's just pure excitement. Pure excitement, pure joy. Plus, you guys are my favorite people ever. So
yes. Amazing. All right. So let's I mentioned that this is your second time. We'll get into that. But also, it was not that long ago when you attended your first Funnel Hacking Live. So do you want to tell your story about how that all happened and what did you even know about ClickFunnels when you showed up to your first Funnel Hacking Live?
Totally. So my story is actually very different than most of the stories that I've heard. So to give you context, growing up, so I spent my entire life either on stage or in front of a camera. From the age of 6, I started my professional singing career. By age 11, I was doing crowds of 35,000 people. In high school, I did Disney movies. Like I just was a performer, like in my DNA. And then in my 20s, I started teaching performers stage presence lessons and acting lessons and voice lessons. And that's where I was in 2020. So 2020, my sister-in-law, whose name is Catherine Jones, I don't know if you've heard of her, she got asked to speak at this conference that I was like, okay, the only thing I knew about it was like for this like website builder. Like I didn't really understand what she was going to talk about, but she was really excited. It was this conference called Funnel Hacking Live. And I was like, okay, the only thing I knew about it is that it was a big deal for Catherine. Only thing I knew about it. Didn't know what ClickFunnels was. I was like, okay, I don't understand. So me and Tanner knew Catherine had shown up for all of our big days, our big moments. And we were like, we have to be there. We have to be there just as fans. If you know anything about me, being a fan is my favorite thing. So we go to Funnel Hacking Live and I walk into Funnel Hacking Live and you know, I'm a voice teacher. I'm an acting teacher. I'm a performance coach, you know, and everybody is always like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And I'm just like, this is so strange. Like immediately I knew I had never been at anything like it before. And we had a connection that escorted us to the front row with a couple of Catherine's friends because she was speaking on day one. And I'm sitting there and there's this woman sitting next to me who is complaining about her videos. And she is talking about how people come to her online classes called webinars that I'd never heard that word before. And they stay for a couple minutes and then they leave. And then they won't click on her ads. And she's just so awkward and she can't figure out why she's being so aggressive and all this stuff. And I am sitting there like, this sounds like something I work with my performers on, but I stay silent. So then day one, this is day one. Speech number one, Russell freaking Brunson gets on stage first. Wait, cue the fog. I'm sitting there and I'm like, this website builder convention? What is happening? Doors open in the back and people are sprinting up. Then I realized like how fortunate I am to be sitting on the front row of this thing. Just people are like elbowing their way to the front. Fog, huge faces. And then Russell gets on stage and like 2 minutes into his speech, he says, if you have something that is going to change somebody's life, it's your moral responsibility to give it to them. And in this moment, I am struck by lightning. I'm like, it's like the entire Funnel Hacking Live 2020 was just made for me. I'm sitting there and I'm like, holy cow. I think I'm about to go and shut down everything I've been doing for my entire life and change everything. So he says this, I'm like snorting the Kool-Aid like it is a hard freaking drug. I go back to my hotel room that night and I just like map out a business plan. I'm like, everything that Russell had said that day, he was going through, what a value ladder was supposed to be, whatever. I map out everything he said. I had taken notes and there are screenshots still on my phone that are just like a million of them. So figure out a business plan. And then for the rest of the conference, I am no longer there as a fan. I mean, I still am, but I am there as a funnel hacker. And every single step of the conference, Russell just like gave me, which was confusing, everything I needed to start this business that I had just been like struck and called to do. So I find this woman, because on like day 2, I don't remember, day 2 or day 3, he says the first thing you're supposed to do when starting a business is you're supposed to find somebody that you can test things out on. You're supposed to find somebody that you will do things for free to see if your thing works, because your thing has got to work. And I'm like, okay, like my stuff has worked over here, but I've never worked with a freaking business owner before. What's a webinar? I don't know. I've never run an ad in my life. So I go back to that woman and I'm like, I think I can help you. And if you let me help you, then I promise I will do my best to make you succeed. So we start working on things and come to find out she is struggling with the exact same problem that I had solved for myself my entire life. And then all of these performers, all through my 20s. And it was that she wasn't being herself. She wasn't being herself, and people don't like when you're not yourself. So a couple calls we have together and we fix it. I make her herself, just like I knew how to do. And all of a sudden she came alive on video. She was having all of these raving fans. All of her numbers increased, which I didn't know how to do at the beginning. But all of these things changed for her very quickly. And I realized, oh my gosh, like Russell was right. I think, performers can use this to get attention and please an audience and all this stuff, but entrepreneurs can use this to like change other people's lives, which was a crazy thing. So I work with this woman, her name's Brooke. The whole time I'm binging all of Russell's books. I read the entire stack in a week and I just do everything that he says. I just do everything that he says. And I take my expertise and I put it into what I've been doing ever since. So it's called Charisma Hacking, and Funnel Hacking Live is literally the origin of everything. Even now he's like, you need a framework. You need a framework. You guys both know my frameworks are crazy. Cause I'm like, Russell says, I need a system that works every single time. Like I need to put it into these buckets. I need to do all this stuff. So I'm just, just doing everything that the our Lord and Savior Russell Brunson says, and he's amazing.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, yeah. So, go ahead, Ben.
So was it literally a year from that moment that you spoke on stage, or was it 2 years?
It was 1 year. Yeah. So here's what happened. So I get home from Funnel Hacking Live and it's at the end of January, beginning of February. I start this business. Like that day I have my first client, right? I start this business. And then March of 2020 was when the whole world shut down. So all of a sudden it was COVID and everybody needed to get on video. So like timing wise, also it just like gave us this huge boost, which we were so grateful for. Obviously COVID was horrible, but So instead of it being a year later, it was about 18 months later. But the very next Funnel Hacking Live, I just got loud about stuff. I got loud about stuff. And, once I knew that it worked, it was gangbusters. It was like, everybody needs this. Like, how can I help these people? We started developing all of these systems around it. And then, Russell first asked me to do like trainings for him. Like a couple months into my business, he saw that I had 2 videos online. And I had started a Facebook group that was growing pretty quick. And he saw me train on this thing I called charisma hacking. Seriously, the second video I ever published. And he was like, hey, this works. Can you come and teach my high ticket coaching people this? And I was like, hello, Russell Brunson, hello. And then, he just was so nice. And truly, when Russell sees that something works and it helps his people, he just is so fantastic. He just puts it in front of people. He just believes in things that work. And luckily our stuff worked. So he asked me to speak a year later, and then I'm coming back again. I'm so excited.
It's awesome. Okay, so you are coming back again. Why is he bringing you back on?
That's a great question. So the thing that we've built, so at the very beginning, it was a very intuitive thing. So I do this thing called charisma hacking, right? I make people themselves. I make people charismatic on video, or what Russell likes to call attractive. I make their attractive character attractive. That's my expertise in a nutshell. And at first it was like this really intuitive thing where I knew to coach people differently because they were different. Like I kind of had been my whole life. And then, one day my husband was listening to my coaching calls, and I had 2 back-to-back, and he came in and he was like, why did you do that? Why did you just coach those people differently? Like you coached them almost opposite. You told one to get louder and one to get softer and one to stop moving and the other to move more. And like, why'd you do that? I was like, well, it's obvious. He's like, that's not obvious. You're a crazy person. So he just started listening to my calls. And for the next couple of weeks, he just started writing down patterns to see if there were any. And come to find out, I actually wasn't coaching each person differently. I was doing like a combination of things to bring people back to like what we call now their charisma styles, back to their center. So with algorithms and math and every piece of data that I ever had, when we started building the system with thousands of pieces of data, now we have so much data. We built a system called Charisma Styles that is a system that makes you who you are when you are the very best version of yourself. It gives you a playbook of exactly how you move and how you talk to people, and it helps people find their voice almost instantaneously. It shows them like, oh, well, this is who you are. And we've had crazy success with it. So that's what I'm speaking on this year, is this concept called Charisma Styles that makes you yourself. And it makes every kind of character attractive. Every person that's on video, there are 54 different style combinations, and we know what makes people successful and what makes people fail. And a lot of people are just trying to be somebody that they're not. So you got your styles. So that's what I'm speaking on this year. He's bringing me back because it works so good. It works so good. And it's a way to give people a custom solution without having to have like a custom solution, like price or whatever. It's this framework that works for everybody, which is really cool.
Yeah. It's totally genius. I love it. Obviously, I have a sticky note. I have a shirt. I didn't think to wear my shirt. I should have. But it's awesome. I'm so glad that he's bringing you back because, you did present on this the first time you were on stage. Yeah. You've evolved it like a lot. Still based in that same data and scientific stuff that it originated from, but you have evolved how you talk about it and even the frameworks that you have within your program. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait for everybody to, if you guys don't know who McCall is or charisma hacking, I can't wait for you guys to discover it on stage, funnelhackinglive.com. Go get your ticket. And I don't know. Okay, let's talk about tickets. Ben, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, no, happy to. So here's the deal, guys.
Can I say something about the tickets really fast?
Please.
Funnel Hacking Live is crazy. Like when I showed up, I didn't know what internet marketing was at all. And it really was. It was the origin of every single thing that happened. And when I say I was shocked that Russell gave me the playbook for free at Funnel Hacking Live, like he just gave me what I needed to do. It can be as powerful as you make it. And if you decide, right, that first year, I was lucky enough to be there by luck and by chance, but it's now a non-negotiable for us in our business, because when you decide to invest in yourself, Russell talks about like the linchpin of like, this is the way. Russell has the way of what you need to do at any moment in time. And like my business is just proof of that, right? And Funnel Hacking Live is where he saves his best stuff for, right? It's the stuff he tests all year with his like highest ticket people. It's the stuff he tests with people who are paying him like millions of dollars. He tests this stuff to be able to give it to us at Funnel Hacking Live. And then what he does, and I feel so fortunate to be like on the squad, again, which is crazy. And then he brings in people who are specialized. I mean, talk about the smartest person on the planet. I truly believe that's Russell Brunson. And then he brings in people who are so specialized that he says, yes, I'm the smartest person on the planet. My words, not his. But now I'm going to bring in this person who spends all of their time completely geeking out about making an attractive character attractive. And I'm going to have them speak to you about this. And then I'm going to bring this person who specializes, as much as I think about funnels and frameworks, on ads or short form video or telling a story this way or community. And he fills this roster with things that he knows will move you forward. And I don't mean like eventually, I mean every speech. I mean, like every single speech, if you let it, moves you forward in the direction that Russell has already tested that you're supposed to go. He already knows what you're supposed to do, and then he gives you the pieces on how to do it. So I know this is a long explanation. Basically, Funnel Hacking Live is a non-negotiable. And the thing that I would love for people to do, if this is okay to say, is it may be obvious, right? Even those of you who have your tickets already, it may be obvious to talk to your person who knows internet marketing. It may be obvious to talk to your business partner or your team and say, like, I think we should go to this conference because it's a game changer. But it may not be obvious to talk to your sister-in-law who is a performer who knows nothing about internet marketing, who wants nothing to do with the internet. It may not be obvious to bring that person. But I would not be here. I like here at all if it weren't for Catherine inviting me to be part of something that's just life-changing. Like it just is, right? And it's cool because every single niche in the under the sun on the planet is there. Right? I'll say one more thing and then I'm going to give it back to you, I swear. My favorite game to play now, because I did it the first year and now I just can't help it, is to go to, there's an awards night called the 2 Comic Awards. I go to this awards night and I try to find the most random business possible that has succeeded and crossed the 7-figure mark. Just trying to find, I'm like, there's no way that it can work for like dog training, right? And then like 12 people that have done dog training walk across the stage and accept their award. And I'm like, what is happening? Right? It's like, if it can work for me, if it can work for them, it can work for you. It's just flat out. It can. I would be so bold to say that it will, because it has for me, but it's just non-negotiable. Guys, you just have to come. You just have to come. If you haven't gotten your tickets, I get it. It's like, oh, maybe I'll wait. Don't wait. Come. No. You have to be there. It's going to be magical. It always is magical. And on top of being magical, it's really fun. There's like fog machines and there's like craziness. And then you're surrounded by people who are also crazy and super fun. So just come. You just have to come. You just have to come.
And some of you guys know that you need to come and you got your hands out there and we see your hands sitting there.
Yeah.
You stop it. Stop sitting on your hands. Grab them. Go to funnelhackinglive.com. And this is what you're going to get. When you guys get your ticket, whether you're the person who knows you need to have a ticket or you're the person who is suggesting it to a friend, because you're like, you know what, this might actually change your life and you might be McCall Jones someday. You're going to get a ticket to Funnel Hacking Live, which is the 4-day experience. You're also going to get a whole bunch of swag, like leave extra room in the suitcases. This is a very legitimate thing. Did I freeze up?
You're good. We heard you.
Okay, good. All right. Make sure that you got extra room in the suitcases. And then we give you a special AI inside of ClickFunnels instantly when you buy. But on top of that, you get massive amounts of bonuses. The first bonus is the Inner Circle bonus. This is so all the Inner Circle joined around for Russell's birthday and just said, if everybody goes to Funnel Hacking Live, this is what we're going to give them. And they just like started laying out all these programs and different things. You get access to that. There's a huge, dramatic list of options that are available right there, and it blows your mind. Then, if you want to watch Funnel Hacking Live from the beginning of all time, you can. We will give you the replays of 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You can hear every single time you hear the first time Catherine Jones stepped on the stage, McCall Jones stepped on the stage, and all in preparation for what's about to happen. Plus, we have speakers dropping bonuses like crazy, and they are life-changing.
Okay, I want to add one. Can I add a bonus? Yeah. I'm going to add a bonus. So, everything I do is telling you how to be an attractive character in your business. That's my whole thing, right? Charisma styles. So what I'm thinking for my bonus, not I'm thinking, this is what the bonus is each one of the Funnel Hacking Live speakers. So there was even a contest this year of like, can I speak at Funnel Hacking Live? How do you get chosen, right? And what do the Funnel Hacking Live speakers do that like gets people's attention? And how are they charismatic? And how are they, winning this game? My bonus is I am going through Funnel Hacking Live speakers and I'm giving you their charisma secrets, some of which I've coached, but I am giving you their charisma secrets. I'm going to point out exactly what makes them charismatic, exactly what gets people's attention on stage, and the secrets they're using that you can replicate in your own business. So before you even get to Funnel Hacking Live, you can be significantly more attractive or yourself and charismatic on video before you even show up, so that then it can boost you even more when you get there. We're calling it the Charisma Files. Ooh, the Funnel Hacking Live edition. I think we have a graphic. Can we show them the graphic?
You're right, we do.
And I was like, look at this. Look how cool this is.
Oh, unless it doesn't work.
Well, listen, It's really cool. Imagine this. It's a cool graphic. It's amazing.
Mic drop.
A mic drop. Yeah, the cool thing too, so I know I didn't talk about charisma styles a ton, but there are 54 different styles of charisma, different style combinations, and each one of them is different, right? So if you think about like Russell is a different style of charisma than like a Gary V, right? They're both charismatic, but they shouldn't try to model each other. So the reason why we're doing so many different speakers is because if you are not like Russell, you shouldn't try to be like Russell on video. That's actually what's sabotaging you, right? And instead, you should try to be like somebody who is exactly like you. And we have a system that does that. So I'm breaking down a lot of different peoples with different charisma styles so that it's not only the people who are like Russell Brunson who can succeed on video, right? We know that everybody's charismatic. Everybody's charismatic as long as you're in your charisma styles. So I'm just gonna give you a bunch of secrets. Why not?
Holy cow.
That sounds so awesome.
That's so sick.
So
I remember one Funnel Hacking Live, like I funnel hacked everybody who was a speaker. That was so much fun. This is cool. I like this.
I'm really excited about it.
So what we're going to do is when you get your Funnel Hacking Live ticket, sometime in the near future, you're going to see this bonus show up into the bonuses area. There will be a way for you to access all that McCall's doing, because obviously like it doesn't exist yet, right? Like McCall's going to be doing this.
Right. So we're doing it like a countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to get the bonus now, right? But we're doing it like a countdown. So September, I think it's 12th. I know on my calendar, but September 12th, we're dropping like 3 per day. So that leading up to Funnel Hacking Live, you are progressively getting better and better and better and better and better on video, and you're able to see all these secrets. So we're doing it like a countdown, because why not? That's way more fun.
And here's the thing.
You do
because it's dropping like a countdown, we know when you buy. At some point, these bonuses are going to leave, guys. They're going to be taken away. And if you want access to this countdown, if you want to be freaking out on the way to Funnel Hacking Live, if you want to say, that's who I'm like, that's what I'm supposed to be doing, this is how you do it. You need to get your tickets early, and that's today.
Today. Okay. All right. So go to funnelhackinglive.com, get your ticket. You're going to see McCall there. You're going to see all the speakers there. You're going to be in person, but all the other bonuses as well, all the replays. It's going to be amazing. And McCall is just a load of fun anyway to watch. So you're going to love watching her on stage. I can't wait to see what she wears. I can't wait to see if she does another high kick. It's going to be fun. Awesome. Thank you so much, McCall, for joining us today.
Guys, I also know Funnel Hacking Live feels scary, right? When you see people, you're like, I feel dumb. I don't want to say hi. You better freaking say hi. Come up and be like, we are already friends. Better come say hi. We are already friends. I'm so excited.
Yes. Awesome. Okay. We will see everybody again here at Funnel Hacker TV for more speakers on the stage as we talk to them. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye.
Bye, friends.
There are so many people walking around who don't know that they can change the world.
You were born to do something great with your life. As an entrepreneur, you're going to have painful experiences, but all pain is temporary. And if you can survive it, you will meet another version of yourself.
I was just numb. We were racking up credit cards. We stopped paying for our house. We literally were selling furniture out of our home.
I felt trapped and exhausted by my life, and I couldn't see a way out.
I felt like a shell of who I was made to be.
In life, you are most capable of helping the person you used to be. If you used to be broke, you can help broke people. If you used to be broken, you can help broken people.
It starts with you. You hear the call. You feel it. It's beating, it's pulsing. I'm made for something more.
We get scared.
And then fear hits us.
The little voices in the back of our head.
I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. The driven say, no, I'm going to do it. The driven are you guys here today.
More people are finding their breaking point and waking up.
I have a calling. Yesterday I realized I have to do this.
There's a soul here at ClickFunnels.
I felt like I had gone through the wardrobe of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I was just like, what is this magical place that makes billionaires?
I'm going to show you the magic trick that's made me all of my money.
My best-selling framework.
Start out closing if you're going to end up
82% of customers trust influencers.
This better blow your mind and allow you to predict the future.
People need aliveness and meaning again.
Who do you want to become? What do you want to felt and experience in this one precious life?
You wouldn't be able to tell, but I ran the New York Marathon when I was 19. Life happened and my mom passed away. One of my daughters had a traumatic brain injury, wasn't expected to live.
When you meet somebody that continues to push through adversity, that is the definition of an entrepreneur. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sponsor you through this journey because everybody deserves an opportunity. What you do with it is up to you.
People feel a sense of belonging here.
It feels like home. It's so encouraging because if they can do it, so can I.
It starts with saying, hey, next year we're going to get that.
Russell has a way of teaching that makes success faster.
In my opinion, he's the best marketer who ever lived.
You find exactly what your business is missing.
It's going to amplify every campaign you do.
If you've been thinking there has to be a better way to do this than what you're being told, I'm here to tell you you're right.
People might say you're too young or you're too old or your body's not right or you didn't go to the right school. Then one day, they're telling people how they met you.
Funnel Hacking Live changed my entire life because now I know what I'm going to do next.
Your family's going to be blessed. Your legacy's going to be blessed. Movements are about to be birthed.
My story hopefully gave women permission.
If you believe me, stand to your feet.
You do not have to be great to get started, but you have got to start if you ever want to be great.